Hi, Intuitive viewers. Welcome, and I'm very glad to see you today. I wanted to give you actually some messages that I've been getting. Sometimes when we kind of been on the road, I was kind of on a little a respite, I guess you'd say, and a recovery trip. And we just kind of drove a lot of driving, a lot of driving, and I feel like when I'm kind of away from the news and I don't have access to it, it feels like I get a lot of very clean messages, meaning that I don't have to kind of get myself out of the way. When I ask the question, nothing like that happens because I don't really know what's going on. So they're very clear and they're very clean, in that I don't have to worry about bias because I don't know what's going on. So, but I do want to let you know that there's a few things that I got, that I wanted to tell you about. And the first thing is that, and for entertainment purposes only, especially this video is going to be entertainment purposes only. But the first thing I got is that Trump's going to be indicted. He's going to be indicted, and I want to say that he knows it. There's something about being tipped off, or at least pretty sure. And so this meeting that they had at again at Mar-a-Lago, and it's funny because I didn't even know it had happened, but I was seeing everybody kind of gathered, or wherever they were, Bedminster, whatever. But I saw them gathered, almost like sitting in kind of a semicircle, kind of like preschool when the teacher is sitting in a chair and the kids sit around on the ground in a semicircle. That's what the picture that I saw. So it was definitely like a powwow, a meeting, but it was I wouldn't so much call it a strategy meeting. I guess you could call it that, but it was mainly a meeting of, I think I'm going down and you can't let that happen. Otherwise we all go down. You have to protect me. Otherwise you're all in trouble. So it was that kind of thing, almost like a threat, like a mob boss threat. But it was that kind of thing. And I also feel like there was mention of groups that will help in causing chaos and upset if he's indicted, and that they need to kind of get to work on this. So there are, and to me, again, this guy does not learn his lesson, right? It's January 6th all over again. He's organizing something and other people are organizing it, and it's not going to go well. It's not going to be the thing he thinks it is. But right now, all he cares about is, one, not stopping the gravy train, right? Keep people sending him money, and two, being indicted. That's it. Okay. So it's not as if he's like, I want to be president again and you have to help me. No, it's just, I can't go to jail. I can't go to jail. Otherwise everybody goes to jail. But that's what the meeting was about. And I feel like, and then just today, I saw kind of a little blurb on him kind of embracing Q and that kind of thing. And that's about this, about kind of having a group of people willing to risk themselves for him. And I feel like, so, and this happened again last night. And so this is why I want to mention this. Do you guys remember when I got that vision of, it was the color footage of the German people cleaning out the concentration camps, at the end of World War II, I think it was Russia, it may have been Russia and the United States, but Russia, I know, was involved, forced the people, just regular people of Germany, to clean out some parts of the concentration camps, because they were so brainwashed. They knew unless they didn't see it with their own eyes, touch it with their own hands, they would not believe it. They would never believe it. They would just deny it and say, no, that's crazy. That's not true. I mean, people deny it today, right? We have deniers today, but that was their view, to kind of break the spell. And do you remember a long time ago, I saw that footage and I wasn't sure. I couldn't quite place it. I didn't have any context for it. But it was clear. I got it again last night. And then I heard this stuff about Q today. So I kind of feel like there may be an incident or some kind of event that's coming that wakes some people up, jolts some people awake. And I think it may not be those people themselves, but it could be just run-of-the-mill Republicans that are kind of hanging on because they just won't vote for a Democrat. Those kind of people. They might be kind of hardcore, Republicans, but they're not completely crazy. Those ones, because I feel like there may be a sea change in even some of the leadership because of this. So, and my guides are never want to scare us or put us or make us think, oh my God, what's coming, because it isn't like that. And they're actually showing before this happens why it's happening. So there is already a purpose to it, a reason for it. So something is not just happening just because everything's crazy and topsy-turvy. This incident is kind of put in place to, if it has to come to that, to wake people up, because people need to wake up. So I kept seeing that and I saw it again. So I just wanted to let you know about that. And you can write what you think it means. But when I heard this stuff today about Trump kind of embracing these people in this crazy group at one of his rallies, his poorly attended rally, I saw it again. So that's one thing. So there's something that is coming, or something that may be thwarted, that was planned, and they catch it, because I do feel like law enforcement is all over these people. I do feel like there are a lot of eyes on this group, but I feel like a lot of eyes on lots of different groups. And I even feel infiltration, like there's people in the groups pretending to be members of the group that aren't members of the group, that are working for the FBI or informants, that kind of thing. So that's happening. The other thing I wanted to remind you of is and it could be all related, and that's why it's kind of keeps coming up again, is that weird thing that I heard. I felt like it was some kind of incident at something Democratic, whether it was a Democratic rally or a Democratic, like a headquarters or something, but I heard they kicked the doors in. That's what I kept hearing, that phrase, they kicked the doors in. And it felt like everything had turned out okay, or not everything turned out okay. There wasn't a whole lot of damage, like it could have been so much worse, but people had been arrested and taken into custody, and it kind of was caught. And there's something about it too, about divine intervention. So there's something about that as well. So maybe there's guns that are supposed to go off that don't go off, or something like that, but there's something about divine intervention as well. So I was getting that as well. And so you can see how this is kind of all, it's coming to a crescendo or a close. And I remember at the beginning of this year hearing over and over again that things would be coming to a head this year. And boy, have we seen that, right? In a ton of ways, things have come to a head. But I did want to assure you that he's going to be indicted. So now I kind of feel like get in line. It could be a lot of people indicting him at one time, because it does feel like a lot of charges. But I also feel like he'll be indicted and then somebody's going to come out and explain exactly why and what's going on. And I almost feel like an audible gasp from the nation. So I feel like it's big stuff. It's not something little tiny. It's not some technicality. It's like, and I feel like it's shocking, but it's fully explained and fully fully explained to us. And so to me, that kind of seems like that would be like Merrick Garland or somebody like that, but it shocks the nation. It kind of shocks everybody. How things could be shocking still, I don't know, unless it's just to the fact that he actually has been arrested, and this is why, and it's all out there. But I do feel like that's it for him. And so just look for that. And time frames are weird, but I do feel like there is something, you can feel it. There's something bubbling underneath the surface right now, that it almost like it needs to happen. Like it needs to come out. It needs to, and it's part of, we talk about the unearthing all the time. It's part of that, but you can feel these last explosions ready to happen, to kind of fully and finally unearth what we need to know. Okay. And it's for our good. It's for the good of the country. It's for the good of the world, actually. So that's what I'm getting. And it's not something to be alarmed about and freaking out about, because we've gotten through so much. We've been through so much. And right now, especially, the things that are going to be happen really do have purpose. And so, and purpose that's very important for us and for the world. So, okay. I did want to let you know too that I got that there were going to be a lot of people indicted around Trump. When I had asked before, they said over 10. So between 10 and 20 is kind of what I'm getting. I did see Pence talking to the January 6th Commission. I saw that a long time ago. I don't know if you guys remember when I was on with, I think it was on Debbie's channel with Linda. And all of a sudden I saw Mike Pence. We were talking about the January 6th Commission. And I was just like, and at the time I was like, is that possible? Would they ever call him? But I feel like it's kind of like Barr, how I kept telling you, he's already talking to them. I don't care what he says. He's already talking to them. Lo and behold, here comes this footage where he's, he was talking to them behind the scenes. It's like that. Now with him, I almost feel like one of the reasons he agreed to it was for it not to be disclosed, how closely or how much he was talking to them or how much he did talk to them. But I feel like so they may say, oh, we got Mike Pence's emails or something like that, but he's talking to them. I'm telling you that he is talking to them behind the scenes or in the back rooms or through, written questions or whatever. He is talking to them as we sit here. He is talking to them. So I just wanted to let you guys know that as well. And once again, I do feel like they're going to, I know they have this meeting at the end of the month. I do feel like they're going to meet in the month of October. And I almost feel like it's and I want to say like an emergency kind of meeting. It could be the October surprise. We always have an October surprise. That could be it. But so they're also showing me election day. So something may happen on election day or around election day. I just see lots and lots of like mobs of people. So I don't know what that is. And I'm hearing a turning point. So there's something about election day. At least it's showing up right now. And like I said, I really do feel like the FBI, the CIA, Homeland Security, I feel like they've infiltrated a lot of these groups and have a lot of eyes and ears around them. So hopefully, and we can pray that they kind of thwart these things or get in front of them. But these things are the things that will be coming out, and the things that will be thwarted, and the incidences that may happen that may have an aftermath. They're for us to get out of this energy that we've been in for quite some time now, and to push us forward. We with every kind of like incident, we pushed forward a little bit, and I feel like the big push was kind of COVID, and I think there were a lot of people who kind of had awakenings, of spiritual awakenings, and awakenings about their life and that kind of thing. But I also feel like there was something else that came up with that kind of isolation was not good for everybody, and it made them a little nuts. And now we've got things like Q and things like other kinds of groups, kind of getting bigger that were online, but it was one of those big things that did actually do, it did wake a lot of people up, not just in the United States, but around the world. I also feel like something with China as well. It's going to be a game changer, or it will ultimately help to change China. So there's something about that, because not everything that happens in the world is just about the United States, right? It can be about worldwide or other countries as well. Because there may be a rise of a dictator or fascist here or there, but the next few years feel like it really is a rise, or a moving forward of democracy, or types of democracies where people are kind of taking their country back. And for some reason, I don't know, I'm getting these flashes as I'm talking to you, but I just got a flash of Prince Charles. So there may be something with that as well, that the monarchy may change in some way that's kind of, it's more the people kind of take the monarchy in a different direction. But I just saw Prince Charles for some reason, so I feel like that he may, when he steps down, or something may change there. So I think we've all kind of, I know other psychics have said that he's not going to have a very long reign. I've said the same thing. So my guys are like been very consistent about that, and I'm always very relieved when I hear other people say it too, because I know that I always trust my guides and what they say, but my humanness is, likes that extra backing or that extra validation that I get when other readers are saying the same thing. So, but my guides are fantastic, and they're usually very on point. So, all right, so I hope that gives you guys some good info, some intel. And we do have Thursday Night Live this week, so just send in your questions, or not send in your questions. Be sure to put questions in the chat. You can send them to me beforehand, but if you want to do them live, that's usually the way we do that. And then our workshop for developing intuition, it's a one-day workshop. It's going to be this Saturday. So if you want to do it, please do it. They're super fun. We absolutely love doing them. I've loved doing the classes. They are so much fun. It's so fun to see people actually realizing they can do this. They can hear things. They can see things. It's so fun and so fantastic. So we have that one this Saturday, and then next Saturday is the mediumship, the beginning mediumship one. So it's just a day. So it's just like 10 to 4. It's just, not even a day, part of a day. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. And I hope you guys will come and join us. And yeah, I guess that's it. I will talk to you soon. We'll see you later. Bye.